Today I wanted to talk a little bit about over-the-counter orthotics, and I did a test. I don't know if I told you about it, where I went to my local pharmacy and I picked four orthotics at random, and I wanted to review it. And I thought I'd share kind of my findings with you guys, and I'd love to hear your thoughts about it as well. So I have three different orthotics. You can see they're all pretty
Oh my
flimsy,
God.
and I thought we could go through one at a time and kind of like compare how they are to each other, and then also we can discuss how they relate to stride orthotics and why it's ours are custom, which is a whole different thing, but just the construction of a stride orthotic compared to what you get over the counter is really night and day. So does that sound good to you guys?
Let's do it.
All right, so this is the first one. It was called Comfort. Can you see? And
Yeah.
what I thought was so interesting about it is I took it out of the box and it did this. And I was pretty surprised just by how flimsy it is. The bottom is really just has one solid component here, which is this rubber. And I did a test with all of them, which I'm calling the scrunch test. And the scrunch test is how easily can I scrunch the entire orthotic into one hand. So
Oh my God.
it turns out very easily. It shot off. So yeah, this was the first one that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Another interesting thing is it has like design, so it looks like it has, maybe some metatarsal support here, but if you look, it's completely flat. There's no elevated metatarsal support. It's all the same material. It's just like a different design to look nice. And on the bottom, there is like a tiny bit of heel cushioning, but there's absolutely no arch support. I don't know if you can see well on camera, but I think part of why I wanted to show you is to make sure that I can get it on camera and you can kind of react to it. And Dominic is our head of design. Any initial thoughts at this orthotic?
I mean, the crunch tests showed it all, right? And you even said the forefoot cushion area is the same density, the same material.
Yeah, the exact same. I mean, look, it's it also there's this other test. I call it the slinky test. Do you know what a slinky is?
Yeah.
It's
I don't.
like it's like a children's toy that's like a metal and you go like this with it or it can go
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
downstairs.
That goes down
Yeah.
the stairs. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
yeah, this is the slinky test.
I
Uh
saw some videos on YouTube about reviewing insoles based on the shock absorption. Maybe you saw that too, where someone drops a bowling ball on the insoles, and if it doesn't bounce back, it's considered as good.
yeah.
I think we measure with the wrong metrics. Like
Yeah.
that's what they sell you.
What does that mean? I know.
Yeah. What does it mean exactly? It doesn't bounce back. Is it better shock absorption? Well, maybe, but we wear shoes that are way too soft anyway. So what's the point of shock absorption despite like degenerating your muscle and bone structure?
Yeah, I completely agree. And I mean the level of heel cushion, I have a ruler and we can flatten it super easily.
Zach, what's the brand name? I just want to look up what they're like selling you in their
So this
marketing.
one was the Gel Ultra Fit Comfort by CVS brand. And
Advanced.
yeah, the heel cushion, I'm looking at it, is around half a centimeter. So if you think, the average person, these are for women. So let's say the average, no, I shouldn't say the average, but a woman that weighs 120 pounds, I think that's around 55 kilos. Um, like a half centimeter of cushion really can't, it's not going to do anything for that amount of weight. It's like if you had this on your head and you dropped a weight that was 55 kilos on top of it, you'd still be in a lot of pain, and that's what's happening with every step you do. So even though it looks nice and it does feel good, like I've had this at my desk for a week and I find myself using it as kind of like a fidget toy or like kind of massage gel type thing, but with your whole weight going on it, it just doesn't do anything. So yeah, that's the Gel Ultra Fit. Any other comments, or should we move to the next one?
I think it's it might be okay for somebody that just wants like a little bit of gel, or you think it doesn't even won't even offer any support because it's just so flimsy.
Well, I don't think it will offer anything in addition to what your shoe sole already has. Like your shoe's sole, especially for most people, they wear these sneakers with really big soles that are all cushion. So it's like putting a pillow on top of another pillow. You know, it's the effect, and this pillow is way smaller than the other one, so it's really negligible. I think the effect, it just looks nice. I think that's really the benefit. Um, Dominic, I don't know if you have any other take on that.
Yeah, even as I said, even if like you measured the thickness of the cushion, but I think not even that is a metric that we should go with, because otherwise people will measure our cushion, and that's not the point. Like, cushioning is not the point of orthotics, so I don't even care about the thickness of the cushion. It could be a way higher cushion that wouldn't make a good insole of it.
True. Yeah. I think my takeaway for this is that it's just a waste of money. I'm not saying you need to have really, really, top tier stride custom orthotics necessarily, but if you're gonna get something, don't get this because you're really just throwing away. I think this one was like $19. You're just throwing away money. That's gonna have temporary, if any, benefits.
Agree. Yeah.
All right, so the next one I'm going to show you guys was the most expensive one that I purchased. This was called uh, Comfort at Work from Dr. Scholl's, as you can see here. So first, let's test this. We'll call this the gravity test, which is, pretty amazing. I this one I was the most confused by because it has like there's nothing. There's nothing. I mean, if you can see how flat it is, it has a heel cup, but the heel cup doesn't. It's so flimsy that it's really just flat. So this one I was very confused by because there's like nothing to it. It's just like this piece of rubber foam, and it looks like it provides arch support, but it really doesn't, because if you feel the length, there's no actual arch support. It just kind of comes up on the side. Um, I'm trying to. I do. I took an insole out of my shoe, the one that
Oh
it
yeah,
came
that's
with.
what I wanted to do. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's identical. It has the exact same qualities where it looks like it's giving arch support, but really it's just to make sure that there's no kind of foot fall off between the side of the insole and the shoe. That's what this has as well. And the other thing that I was quite disappointed, this one I think was $35. It
Damn.
looks like it has like this cushion here, but there actually is no difference in thickness at the bottom with this blue thing versus the top. It's all there's like it's completely flat,
Is it
and
softer though? Like the material itself, is it softer?
it's identical. In fact, like you can see that
It's
there's
just the
this
color.
pattern. It's just a different color. Yeah. Um. So the other thing that was kind of interesting, I did this to the other one, but I'm gonna do it live on camera. So this is the bottom and it's providing grip, right? Like it's so the insole doesn't move around. But keep in mind, if you're walking 10,000 steps a day, there's going to be so much friction. So anything that's not really structurally connected well is going to disintegrate. And just as an idea of how kind of quickly these things are going to fall apart.
Oh.
I
Okay.
mean, it like will rip right off so fast.
Yeah.
I just thought this was an even worse waste of money.
So
And
that's
with
$35 for an insole that basically comes with every shoe.
yes, exactly. And then this one was even worse for the scrunch test. I thought we could do that now,
Oh man.
which
It's
I
funny.
thought was crazy.
It
I'm sorry, the lighting
says
is so funny.
it says on I'm on the website. It has a supportive arch. helps to evenly distribute weight. It
Right.
seems like there's no arch.
There's no arch. Look, and this slinky test is like unbelievable, right?
Yeah.
And imagine, I know that shoe manufacturers buy their standard soles for 15 cents max.
Yeah.
15. So imagine the margin on this.
Yeah, so this probably it had, multiple pieces glued together. It's two materials because there's this rubber and then this is all one foam material. I bet this was like, 90 cents to make. Yeah. So that was the second insole. Any other comments, or should I do the winning insole of the three over-the-counter ones that I bought?
Let's see it.
So,
So I was looking and I wanted to find the one with the best possible heel support. And I found this one. Now, the heel support is very slim and it's given by this piece of plastic here that is like a tiny, there's no thickness to the plastic. It just has a built-in arch to it, and it's all covered by just this foam layer. This one, first, I forgot we should do the gravity test, but it has the best gravity test.
And do you know which name, like what the product name is?
I hope I didn't. Did I throw away the packaging? This one was, I think I can remember it. It was Dr. Scholl's. Oh, I think it was called Dr. Scholl's All Day Comfort.
Yeah. Okay.
So for the scrunch test, I just want, even though there is this plastic arch, and it does provide a little bit of arch, I don't know if you can see, maybe half a centimeter, it still fails the scrunch test. You can just scrunch the arch up like no problem.
try it with the stride.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you can get the front a little bit, but the back is not doing anything. The arch isn't doing anything. And I shouldn't say that, failing the scrunch test is that bad, because you could get a super, super rigid orthotic that you can't bend at all, and that's not good either. But it shouldn't be so flimsy that it just like it can fold and put it in your like pocket,
Yeah.
Right.
And then the other thing, like the other insole that kind of, I have too many on my desk. Sorry. I think this came apart really easily. Yeah. So like, look, it just rips right off. And you can see that it's just this really, really flimsy piece of foam with this one kind of X-shaped plastic piece glued to it. It's not like there's any real thought or design. And now that the plastic is isolated, maybe I can take it off so we can really look at what is providing the arch support, which is like next to nothing. Oh yeah, this is gonna be interesting, I think. All right. Sorry, I should have prepared this before the call. Okay, so this is the plastic with like the foam on underneath. I think you can see the plastic is like it's incredibly thin. It's like what's on a milk bottle. And you can imagine, like, if it's supposed to be providing arch support for someone that weighs even 55 kilograms or 120 pounds, it's just, I mean, I can do it with my pinky finger. If I can flex it like with my pinky, it's not going to be able to support anything that's substantial. Sorry, Dominic, were you going to say something?
Well, I was just wondering. I never looked too deep into Dr. Scholl's, but of all the mysteries in the insole business, I think that's the biggest to me. Like, how do they sell it? Is it do they really? What's the promise?
Look at this color, all day comfort with a cool color.
I think that's an interesting
color, but what's the promise? What do they say? Is it like
they say it's for comfort, and I think that's
and pain relief.
I think that's a big difference between like ours and theirs, is that this is just supposed to be some sort of extra cushion. It's not corrective in any way. They're not mentioning any condition either for at least these ones. I'd be curious, like, I mean, I'm sure there's more. You go back to CVS and get like the plantar fasciitis ones. Like, are they the same, or do
There
they?
actually weren't that many that said plantar fasciitis or flat feet. They all kind of stayed away from that terminology, which was interesting. That could have just been the CVS that I was at or the pharmacy that I was at, but they almost all of them were differentiated based on uh, pain area. So it was like heel or versus toes, and then they were differentiated based on like work, like the I took it apart already, but this was like, very manly work all day versus the more feminine ones were like all day comfort gel fit type thing. And I think the other thing and why they, Dr. Scholl's is popular is they don't hurt. Like if you put this in your shoe, you're not going to put it in and go, ow. It's not going to fit wrong. It's going to fit everyone. Um, and if you build something more like rigid and robust, if it doesn't perfectly fit the person's foot, it could cause pain. And that's where the benefit of custom orthotics comes in. You get the benefits of having the structure, but it fits correctly so it doesn't hurt. So yeah, that was what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. My closing thoughts or consensus is that there's nothing inherently bad about over-the-counter insoles or orthotics, but if it's just a cushion that it provides, it's probably not worth the money because whatever cushion somebody can put onto an insole that's going to be fitting, within your shoe isn't really going to be enough to cause a meaningful reduction in impact on the ground, especially nothing more than a thick sole can do. If you're really looking for long-term pain relief and support, you need something that's more structured, that's going to provide arch support, and that is really contoured for your specific foot. So save your money. See a podiatrist if your foot pain is not getting better with kind of non-use or taking some weight off. And of course, custom orthotics are an excellent option that's conservative and doesn't require any surgery.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Any thoughts on your end? I've been talking a lot.
That's good. But
Okay.
what I think is that's not really insoles for pain conditions, right? You shouldn't buy them for any sort of condition, even though it's called Dr. Scholl's,
I
which
know.
is
I know.
a bit misleading. I think also the way you described it, the way they presented it, it's not really they don't promise some kind of change or anything. So maybe it's not really comparable, but what I see on all of those is, and that's also a big USP that we have, is the forefoot toe elements, right?
Yeah.
Everything always only about standing and rear foot. And
Flat.
the forefoot area is loaded for like 2/3 of the time that you stand on your foot.
Flat.
So why ignore that?
Flat. Amen. All right. Well, thank you guys so much, and looking forward to discussing a little bit more next week.
Thanks, Zach.
Thanks,
All right.
guys.
Bye.
Thanks.